It was a cold, rainy afternoon when Zara, a young and poor girl of about 12 years, slowly walked into a big, fancy cafe in the city. Her clothes were old and torn, and her small shoes were dirty from walking all day on the wet streets. Zara's stomach hurt from hunger and her eyes looked tired and sad. She had been searching all day for something to eat, but no one had helped her yet. The cafe was warm and bright inside. The smell of fresh bread and coffee filled the air. The tables were full of people laughing, talking, and enjoying their food. Zara felt shy and nervous as she stepped inside. She looked around quietly, hoping someone would notice her and give her some food, but most people just stared or looked away. Some even whispered about her clothes and how she looked. Zara walked slowly toward the counter where the staff were busy serving customers. She took a deep breath and politely said, "Excuse me, sir, I am very hungry. Do you have some leftover food or a small snack? I don't have money, but I promise I will pay you later." The man behind the counter looked at Zara coldly. He did not smile. "We don't give free food here," he said roughly. "If you want to eat, you must pay. Go away, please." Zara's heart sank. She looked down and turned away, feeling ashamed. She held her small hands tightly around something hidden in her pocket, a torn, old photograph of a woman. That photo was very special to her. It was the only thing she had from her mother, who had disappeared many years ago. Zara did not know where her mother was or if she was still alive. Feeling hopeless, Zara walked to a quiet corner of the cafe. She sat down on a small chair, still holding the photo close. She watched the busy people around her but said nothing. Her stomach growled loudly, reminding her of how hungry she was. At a nearby table, a tall man in a dark suit sat drinking coffee. He looked calm and serious. His name was Mr. Khan, a wealthy businessman who owned many companies in the city. He noticed the young girl sitting alone, looking lost and sad. He watched her quietly for a few minutes. Zara suddenly noticed Mr. Khan looking at her. She felt nervous but did not move. Then she saw something strange. Mr. Khan was holding a small photo in his hand. The photo showed a woman with soft eyes and a gentle smile. Zara's heart skipped a beat. That woman looked very familiar, almost like the woman in her own torn photo. Curious, Zara looked again. She wanted to believe that maybe, just maybe, the woman in Mr. Khan's photo was the same woman in her photo. But how could that be? Why would a rich man have a photo of her mother? Zara felt a mixture of hope and fear. She did not want to get her hopes up, but she could not stop staring at the photo. She felt like her life was about to change in some way, but she did not know how. Mr. Khan noticed Zara's gaze. He quickly put the photo away and looked around nervously, as if hiding a secret. Zara wanted to ask him about the woman in the photo, but she was too shy and scared. She stayed silent. As the cafe continued to fill with noise, Zara's stomach growled again. She wished for a small piece of bread or some warm tea, but no one came to help her. Mr. Khan stood up slowly and walked toward the exit. Before he left, he looked at Zara once more. There was a strange sadness in his eyes mixed with a deep thought. Zara watched him leave. She felt alone again, but somehow different. She held her torn photo tightly and whispered, "Maybe one day I will find the truth." The door of the cafe closed softly behind Mr. Khan, leaving Zara alone with her hopes and her hunger. Outside, the rain continued to fall gently, but inside Zara's heart, a new feeling started to grow, a feeling of hope and mystery that could change her life forever. After Mr. Khan left the cafe, Zara stayed in the corner for a long time. She looked at her torn photo again and again. The woman in the photo was her mother, but Zara had no idea where her mother was or why she was not with her now. The cafe was getting quieter as the evening came. Most customers left, and the staff began cleaning tables. Zara felt very tired and weak from hunger and sadness. She wished someone would help her, but no one noticed her. Suddenly, the door opened again. A middle-aged man wearing a clean jacket and kind eyes walked in. He was not like the other people Zara saw today. This man smiled gently when he saw her sitting alone. He came closer and spoke softly. "Hello, little one. Are you hungry?" Zara looked up, surprised. She nodded slowly but did not say anything. Her throat felt dry and her voice was small. The man sat down near her and said, "Don't be afraid. My name is Arif. I see you have been waiting here for a long time." Zara's eyes filled with tears. She felt like she could trust this stranger. "I am very hungry," she whispered, "but I have no money." Arif smiled kindly and waved to a waiter. "Please bring some food for this brave girl. She deserves to eat." Within minutes, a plate of warm bread, soup, and a small cup of tea arrived. Zara's eyes lit up. She thanked Arif quietly and started eating. The food was simple, but tasted like the best meal she had ever had. As Zara ate, Arif asked gently, "Can you tell me your name?" "Zara," she said softly. "I live alone now. My mother is very sick. I don't know where she is." Arif listened carefully. "That is very hard for you, Zara, but don't lose hope. Sometimes life gives us help when we least expect it." Zara looked at Arif's kind face. "I saw a man here today. He had a photo of a woman. The woman looked like my mother. I think he knows something." Arif's eyes widened a little. "A man with a photo? Maybe that man is important in your story. Do you remember his name?" Zara shook her head. "No, but he wore a black suit and looked very serious. He seemed sad too." Arif nodded slowly. "Maybe he is connected to your mother. I want to help you find out, but you must trust me." Zara hesitated but then said, "Okay, I want to know the truth." Arif smiled warmly. "Good. Tomorrow I will take you to someone who can help, but tonight you must rest." Zara felt a small hope growing in her heart. For the first time in many days, she felt safe. Suddenly, the cafe's front door opened again and a tall man entered quickly. Zara's heart skipped a beat. It was Mr. Khan. He looked around nervously. Arif noticed him too and said softly to Zara, "Be calm. I will talk to him." Mr. Khan walked toward the counter but stopped when he saw Arif and Zara together. His face changed. He looked shocked and worried. Arif stood and said loudly enough for Mr. Khan to hear, "You seem to know this girl. She important to you?" Mr. Khan looked down and did not answer. Then, without saying a word, he turned and left the cafe in a hurry. Zara was confused. Arif looked at her and said, "Mr. Khan is afraid of something. He knows your story, but he is scared to face it." Zara's eyes filled with tears again. "Why is he scared? What does he know?" Arif shook his head. "I don't know yet. But tomorrow, we will start to find answers. You are not alone anymore." Zara wiped her tears and smiled weakly. She held her photo tightly and whispered, "I want to find my mother. I want to know the truth." Outside, the rain had stopped. The city lights flickered in the dark sky, and Zara felt a little less afraid. For the first time, she believed that her life might change, that a secret was waiting to be uncovered, and maybe a family could be found again. The next morning, Zara woke up early. She was still weak from hunger, but the hope inside her was stronger than ever. Arif had promised to help her find the truth about her mother, and she was ready for whatever would come. Arif arrived at the small shelter where Zara was staying. He wore a calm and serious look. "Are you ready?" he asked. Zara nodded, clutching the torn photo tightly. "Yes, I want to know everything." They walked through busy streets to a quiet part of the city, far from the noise and lights. Arif led Zara to an old, small building with faded walls. "This is the place," he said. "Here you will meet someone who knows more about your mother." Zara felt nervous but also curious. They went inside and the room was small but warm. A middle-aged woman sat there, her eyes kind but tired. "Welcome, Zara," the woman said, softly. "I am Mrs. Amina. I knew your mother many years ago." Zara's heart beat fast. "You knew my mother? Where is she now?" Mrs. Amina looked away for a moment, then sighed deeply. "Your mother is alive, but she is in danger. That It's why she left you. Zara's eyes filled with tears. Why? What happened? Mrs. Amina explained. Your mother was caught in a fight between powerful people. She wanted to protect you from their world. That is why she sent you away with only this photo. Zara looked down at the photo again, her fingers trembling. But where is she now? Can I see her? Mrs. Amina shook her head sadly. Not yet, but you are brave to come here. I believe you can help your mother. Arif spoke gently. We need to find more information. There is a man, Mr. Khan, who might know where your mother is hiding. But he is afraid. Zara clenched her fists. I want to find him. I want to find my mother. Mrs. Amina nodded slowly. Tomorrow we will try to meet Mr. Khan again. Be careful, Zara. This journey is dangerous. That night, Zara could not sleep. She kept thinking about her mother's words and the danger she faced. But she also felt strong. For the first time, she was not alone. People wanted to help her. The next day, Arif and Zara returned to the cafe where she had first met Mr. Khan. They waited quietly in the corner, hoping he would come again. Hours passed, and just when Zara started to lose hope, Mr. Khan entered the cafe. His face looked worried, but he did not leave. Arif stood and called him softly. Mr. Khan, please. We want to help. Zara needs to find her mother. Mr. Khan looked at Zara and then at Arif. His eyes showed pain and fear. After a long pause, he nodded slowly. I will talk, he said quietly, but it is dangerous for all of us. Zara felt her heart race. Finally, a chance to find answers. Mr. Khan took them to a quiet park nearby. He sat down and began to speak. Carefully. I knew your mother, he said to Zara. She was a kind woman, but got involved with people who wanted to use her. She wanted to protect you, so she left. Zara listened closely, her eyes wide. Where is she now? Please tell me. Mr. Khan hesitated, then said, She is hiding in a safe place, but only a few know where. I will help you, but you must promise to be careful. Zara nodded eagerly. I promise, I just want to see her. As they talked, Zara felt a mix of hope and fear. The secret was deeper than she imagined, and the road ahead was dangerous. But with Arif and Mr. Khan's help, she was ready to face anything. Outside, the wind blew softly, and Zara looked at the torn photo once more. A new chapter of her life was beginning, one full of mystery, courage, and the hope to reunite. With her mother, Zara could hardly believe what Mr. Khan had told her. Her mother was alive and hiding somewhere safe. But the danger around her was bigger than she thought. That evening, Zara, Arif, and Mr. Khan met again at a small cafe away from the busy streets. The cafe was quiet and hidden, a good place to talk without being noticed. Mr. Khan leaned in close and said, Your mother is hiding in a village far from the city. It is a place no one visits often. Only a few trusted people know about it. Zara's heart beat fast. Can we go there? I want to see her. Mr. Khan shook his head slowly. Not yet. It's too risky. There are people who want to find her. If we rush, it could put her in more danger. Arif added, We need to plan carefully. Zara, you are brave, but this is not a game. The people chasing your mother are powerful. Zara looked down at her hands. She was scared, but she wanted to be strong. I understand. What should I do? Mr. Khan took a small envelope from his pocket. This has some money and information. Use it to stay safe while we prepare. Tomorrow, I will try to contact someone who can help us get closer. Zara thanked him quietly. She felt a strange mix of fear and hope inside her chest. That night, Zara sat alone in the small room she was. Staying in, she looked at the torn photo again. She touched her mother's face in the photo and whispered, I will find you, no matter what. The next day, Zara received a phone call from Mr. Khan. We have a chance to move closer to your mother. Meet me at the market in 1 hour. Zara hurried to the market. She saw Mr. Khan waiting near a fruit stall. He looked serious. We have a guide, he said. Someone who knows the village and can keep us safe. But you must promise to follow every rule. Zara nodded without hesitation. I promise. They met the guide, a quiet man named Faisal. He did not speak much, but his eyes were sharp and careful. Faisal led them through narrow streets and hidden paths. As they left the city behind, Zara's excitement grew, but so did the tension. Every sound made her jump. Every shadow seemed to hide danger. After hours of walking, they reached a small, peaceful village. It was quiet, surrounded by trees and hills. Zara felt a little relief, but she knew the danger was still near. Faisal warned them, "We must be careful. The people looking for your mother have spies everywhere. If they find out you are here, trouble will come." Zara held Arif's hand tightly. "We can't turn back now." That night, Zara lay awake. The stars outside the window shone bright, but inside her heart, fear and hope battled. Suddenly, there was a soft knock on the door. Zara opened it slowly. Faisal stood there whispering, "Someone wants to meet you. But be careful. This could be a trap." Zara's mind raced. Who could it be? Her mother or the people chasing her? She took a deep breath and stepped outside, into the dark night. Zara stepped outside into the cool night air. The village was quiet and the stars twinkled softly above. Her heart beat fast. She did not know who was waiting for her in the shadows. Faisal stayed close behind her, his eyes watching every movement. "Stay calm," he whispered. "Don't show fear." Zara nodded, gripping her small bag tightly. She walked slowly toward a dim light coming from behind some trees. A man stepped out. His face was hard to see, but his voice was calm. "Zara?" "Yes," she answered, trying to keep her voice steady. The man moved closer and turned on a small lamp. Zara gasped. It was her uncle, Rafiq, her mother's brother. "Your mother asked me to find you," he said quietly. "She is alive, but in danger. She had to leave you to keep you safe." Zara's eyes filled with tears. "Why didn't she tell me? Why did she leave me?" Rafiq looked sad. "She loved you very much, but there were people after her. If she stayed, they would have hurt you too. She promised to come back when it was safe." Zara wiped her tears. "I want to see her. I want to bring her home." Rafiq shook his head. "It is not that simple. The people chasing her are powerful. They want to stop her from telling the truth." Zara looked confused. "What truth?" Rafiq glanced around, then spoke in a low voice. "Your mother discovered a secret about a rich man who did bad things. She tried to expose him. That's why she had to run." Zara felt cold. "Who is this man?" Rafiq hesitated, then said, "His name is Aslam Khan. He is very dangerous. He will do anything to hide his crimes." Zara remembered the man in the cafe holding a photo, Mr. Khan. Could he be the same Aslam Khan? Rafiq continued, "Your mother has proof hidden in a safe place. She asked me to give it to you when the time is right." Zara's mind was full of questions. How can I help her now? Rafiq gave her a small key. "This is the key to the safe. Keep it with you. When you find her, she will tell you everything." Faisal warned, "We must leave quickly. If anyone sees you here, we are all in danger." Zara nodded, feeling a new strength inside her. She was no longer just a poor girl. She was part of something bigger. As they turned to leave, a sudden noise made them freeze. Footsteps were coming fast toward them. Rafiq whispered urgently, "Hide, quickly!" They ran into the shadows, hearts pounding. Zara's breath was short, but she stayed silent. From the darkness, two men appeared, talking angrily. "Did you find the girl?" one asked. "No sign yet," the other replied. "Keep looking." Zara held her breath, feeling the fear creep in. The men walked past, not seeing her and the others hidden behind the trees. After the danger passed, Zara's hands shook. She looked at Rafiq. "They are still after us." Rafiq nodded. "Yes, but now you know the truth and you are not alone." Back at their small safe place, Zara looked at the key in her hand. She thought about her mother and the fight she was facing. "I will find you, Mama," she whispered, "and I will help you." Faisal smiled softly. "You are very brave, Zara. Together we will make sure the truth comes out." Zara felt hope grow inside her. The road ahead was dangerous, but she was ready to face it. The next morning, Zara woke up early. Her mind was full of thoughts about her mother, the secret, and the key she now held tightly in her hand. She knew that this key was very important. It was her only hope to find the truth and save her mother. Rafik had told her that the proof was hidden in a safe place. But he did not say exactly where. Zara looked at the key again and wondered, where was this safe? Faisal sat beside her. We must be careful, Zara. The people chasing your mother will not stop. We need to move fast but quietly. Zara nodded. I am ready. Whatever happens, I want to help my mother. Rafik entered the small room with a serious face. There is a place your mother used to go. A small house near the old market. She trusted that place. Maybe the proof is there. Zara's eyes grew wide. Then we should go there now. They packed a few things quickly and left the safe house. The streets were busy with people going about their day, but Zara felt like she was walking through a world full of dangers. Every shadow could hide someone watching her. As they reached the old market, Zara looked around carefully. The market was full of small shops, old buildings, and noisy people. She tried to find the house Rafik had told them about. Finally, they found it. A small, dusty house with locked doors and windows covered by thick curtains. Zara felt her heart beat faster. This is it, she said softly. Rafik knocked on the door. No answer. He tried the handle. It was locked. Zara took out the key from her pocket. This might open it, she said, hoping it would work. With shaking hands, she put the key into the lock and turned it slowly. The lock clicked open. The door creaked as they pushed it open. Inside, the house was empty and quiet. Dust covered the floor and old furniture. But Zara's eyes caught something, a small wooden box hidden under the table. She walked over and opened the box carefully. Inside, there were papers, photos, and a small flash drive. Zara's hands trembled as she picked up the papers. They were letters and documents, with names, dates, and secret information about Aslam Khan's bad actions. Faisal took the flash drive and smiled. This is what we need. Proof that will expose him. Suddenly, a noise came from outside. Someone was coming back to the house. Rafik whispered, "We must hide now." They quickly put the papers and flash drive back into the box and moved to a dark corner. Through the window, Zara saw two men enter the house. They looked angry and started searching the room. Zara's heart pounded. If they found the box, everything would be lost. One of the men walked closer to the table. Zara held her breath. But then, the men left the house after a few minutes, not finding the box. When it was safe, Zara and the others rushed out and locked the door behind them. Rafik said, "These men are from Aslam Khan's group. They are looking for the proof." Zara looked at the box. "We have to be even more careful now." Back at their safe place, they opened the box again and started reading the papers carefully. Zara saw her mother's handwriting on many of the documents. It was clear her mother had worked hard to collect this proof. "This will help save her," Zara said with new hope. Faisal smiled. "Yes, but we must find a way to show this to the world. Only then can we stop Aslam Khan." Zara nodded. "I will do whatever it takes." That night, Zara could not sleep. She thought about the danger, the men who were after her, and the mother she loved so much. But she also felt strong. She had the truth and she would not give up. The next day, Zara, Faisal, and Rafik gathered at the safe house. The weight of what they had found pressed heavily on Zara's heart. She held the papers tightly. Proof of her mother's innocence and the crimes of Aslam Khan. Faisal looked at Zara with determination. "This is the moment, Zara. We must show this to the public. If we don't, Aslam Khan will continue to hurt your mother and many others." Zara nodded. "But how? We don't have power or money. He controls everything." Rafik smiled slightly. "That's why we have to be smart. I know a journalist who hates corruption. She will listen." Zara felt a spark of hope. "Let's do it." They traveled quietly to the city and met the journalist Amina. She was shocked by the papers and the flash drive. After hours of reading, she promised to help expose the truth. "Tomorrow morning, I will publish the story," Amina said firmly. "This will change everything." That night, Zara couldn't sleep. She thought about her mother fighting for her life and the danger they all faced. Early the next morning, the news broke. On every channel, on every paper, was the story of Aslam Khan's crimes, his lies, his greed, and his attempts to silence Zara's mother. People were shocked. Many called the hospital to demand justice. The police started an investigation. Aslam Khan's world began to crumble. Meanwhile, Zara and her friends stayed hidden, but soon there was a knock at the door. Faisal opened it slowly. To their surprise, it was a group of police officers. "We are here to protect you," one officer. "Thanks to the proof, we arrested Aslam Khan this morning. Your mother will be safe now." Zara's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you," she whispered. Days later, Zara was allowed to visit her mother. She saw her lying weak but safe in the hospital bed. Zara held her mother's hand and smiled. "Mom, the truth is out. You are safe now." Her mother opened her eyes weakly and smiled back. "My brave Zara, you saved us." The billionaire, Mr. Khan, also visited. He promised to help Zara and her mother with everything they needed. Zara felt hope for the first time in a long while. She knew the road. Ahead would not be easy, but with the truth on their side and kindness around them, they could face anything.